Hello everyone, how y'all been doing? I hope y'all been doing well. I got this cedar wood we're going to do. I'm going to start. I'm trying to. I've been under the weather a little bit. I'm trying to get this started here. And I'm thinking on doing something different with this candlestick holder. And it's not all going to be turned on the lathe. I'm going to have to use my Dremel, and I'm going to have to use a file, but I'm going to make the stem twisting. It'll be hollow and it'll be twisting. I've seen some videos, and so that's what I would like to do, so we'll see. And I'm not sure how to go about making the stem hollow. If I have to make the cup on this end and the base on this end. I'm not sure how to go about that. I just thought about it. Isn't that something? I get so enthusiastic about some of these things. I'll go head over heels with it. Now, I don't think about what's going on, but I can figure it out. I think what I'll have to do is probably cut off a section that will be the cup part and glue it back on or something. Because I have to hollow out the stem. Right? We'll see, but what I need to do at the moment is I'm going to have to make a tenon on one end so I can put it on the chuck, and then I'll have to rough it out. I think that'd be awesome. What do y'all think? Now, it's getting a little bit humid hot out here. I don't know if it's just me. It could be me. You know, when you put on antibiotics and stuff, sometimes your body is yeah, it make you feel a little hot. So, anyway, we're going to get this thing going. I'm so excited. Whoa, that is not right. We got a knot right here we need to work on first. Get that knot knocked off. What do you think? Yeah? My glasses are steaming up. I don't necessarily have to have them. I'm going to knock this off, and we'll get to it. How about it? What do y'all say? Let's do this. Woohoo! This is awesome stuff. Awesome sauce. What is that? Oh, that's oak. I got a piece of oak wood. I didn't know I had that. Well, that's about the same. No, that's a little bit smaller of a square. Hold on a second. I got some of that Spectra ply. I hadn't even used it yet. I'm going to use it for making patterns and stuff later. I haven't figured out how I want to use that yet. That oak, yeah, that's pretty cool. I can use that too, maybe. I can get a bigger square at Lowe's. That'll be the same size as those, I think. Anyway, I don't even know where my shield is. There it is. You know what? Let me just go ahead and make a tenon. I can knock that knot off later. When it's on the chuck, that'd be a lot easier to do than being on a temporary spur drive. Alright, I'm going to have to cut it off down here because I cannot put, I have to drill a hole in it. This is going to have to be where the cup's going to be. There's a crack trying to form right there. Anyway, I can't put this on here. It's way too long. I can't mount it on there to put a hole in it. So it's going to have a hole in the base and I'll have to plug it up. That's what I'll do. But I got to get a hole in it. That's the only thing I can think of doing. So I don't have a choice. So let me cut it off. Okay, I got to figure out what I want to do, if I want to put this piece back on. But I need something wider. I need something wider right here. So, I'll be back, okay? Right. I was steadily talking, and I wasn't videotaping. Anyway, I need to make a dowel, fit it on in this hole. It doesn't have to plug it perfectly at all, really. I can just make a flat piece if I want to. But then I need the dowel end to be on this end because I got to turn it over because I need to have a base. I don't want a small base the same size as this. I want a larger base. It's not going to be this large. I'll shape it down, but I need it larger than the candlestick stem, right? And it will be because we're going to bring this down some. This is a smaller hole, and it gives me plenty of time to shape it. But I have to put this on the other chuck, wherever the other chuck is. I don't know. Let's get some glue on here and get this thing glued on. Hopefully that'll be right. Let me get a towel. I don't feel like getting glue all over my bed, the bed of my lathe. Excuse me. What do you think? Yeah? I think so. I think this is better. All right, and we'll be back later. I'm gonna let that dry. I got my baby in my arms. Anyway, she got in my lap. I was sitting down a minute. Anyway, I want you to see something here. Now we got some bottle brush flowers formed. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that gorgeous? And it's the color red, my favorite color. Woo! There's another one right here. I don't know if it's gonna make any. Yeah, it is. It's gonna make some all over the bush. There is forming a pod right there. There's some flowers right here. Look at that. See, there's some flowers. Well, not flowers, but they're gonna bloom out. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that just lovely? It's all over. It'll be all over the bush. And hummingbirds love this bush. And I know I've told y'all about that before, all you regulars who have seen my videos. I love it. I love nature. All right, we have this piece that's dry here. I reattached it, as you know, yesterday if you've been watching the video. So what I need to do is take it off here and turn it around. This is going to be the base. This is going to be the cup. So let me do that. So that's why I formed a tenon down here. Let's see. Isn't that great? All works out very well. Now, that thing was on there. Pretty tight. I mean business though. I don't play. I'm still concerned about the cedar wood because the cedar wood does not cooperate very well. It wants to be stupid, and I got that long big crack. We'll see what it does. I can capitalize on that crack a little bit when I make one of the barley twists, but it's going to go that way sideways, so it's not going to stay on it. Alright, I need to speed it up a little bit. We're going to change the belt from the lowest belt pulley to the second one. I have 3 belt pulley speeds. Okay. Usually the faster it's going, the more steady it's going to run. Unless you have a clunky piece of wood on there that's not running true. I'm talking about running true pieces of wood. And it's best to run it at a high speed because then it's running more true and steady. Does that make sense? The slower it's going, the more it's going to possibly have a little bit of a bounce to it. Now, if I wanted to, that's if I wanted to, I could possibly put this back on here. And this whole thing could be the stem. And this could start forming the cup. Alright, I'm going to have to cut this area off because when I shape the cup, I don't need that small area. That's not where I'm going to put the cup. Alright, I've looked at some pictures. I got a couple pictures on here. And one thing that's frustrated me, I was looking at Google Images on the Barley Twist candlestick holders. And I've noticed just about on every single one of them, it tapers smaller as you get to the cup. And the cup is smaller, and it doesn't look right to me. It looks off. It looks not balanced, okay? And I'm like, what in the world? And all I can think of, it's so robust in the center. They're trying to draw the eye to the Barley Twist part and not so much to the cup and the balance of the whole piece. Maybe they just want it to be more of the eye drawing up to the candle itself. I don't know, but it doesn't look normal to me. And I think I'm going to do mine different, where I make the cup where it's a normal size, fitting with the body of the barley twist. I'm going to try anyway. I don't know. I have to make this smaller with the stem area anyway. And we have to get down to where the opening part of the wood is, but I have to be careful not to go through, obviously. So anyway, I'm going to start shaping this. I got to get a good feel for how I want to shape it. I got to form the cup, and then we'll go from there. I'll just make a regular cup from the images that I have on my phone. I got to pull them up again, pull them up. You know, I got a picture on my phone, and it's the very cup that I sent to Shalisa Shell. I think it's the very first cup I ever did in Fatwood. And I was so impressed with those lines, those bacon strip lines. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that gorgeous? That is so cool. And I've had this on my phone ever since. That is so cool. Anyway, I have to unlock my phone. I have to bring it up here because I can't let you see my password. My goodness. So, do you see it here? Here, I got two of them here. You see how it's so big at the base? The bottom of the candlestick holder, that's just one set right there. Okay, you see how... And then you have the barley twist. And then it comes up to the cup. Now, these are a little bit bigger. That's better, but the bottom is so huge around. I don't know why they did it like that. I reckon that's the way the artist wanted to make it. That's just too strong for my taste. But anyway, I'm going to shape the cups. So, we'll go from there. And look at these, okay? So, these are a perfect example. It goes straight up to the cup. And the cup, I mean, it's just... That doesn't look right to me. That looks ugly, actually. This one looks prettier with the shape, but it's the same size as the giant barley twist stem. And I think the cup should be a little bigger than the stem. But that's just me. That's just my taste. Every artist is different, right? So anyway, this is my art. This is what I turn. I turn what I like and what I see. But I like the barley twist. That's beautiful. So in case you don't know what I was talking about with the barley twist, now you know, right? What is that reflection of? Oh, that's the light. Okay. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and shape the cup. Shape the piece. I need to put a hole in it. I probably need to put a hole in it first, but no, I better shape the cup some so I know about where it's going to end to put a hole in it, right? Okay, let's do this. Let's go. Alright, what do y'all think so far? What do you think? Now, I don't know how deep I am. All I can do is take that Forstner bit and hold it up to the piece. So I got a little bit of room still, as far as I can tell, before I go through. So I might bring it down just a little more. What do you think? I got a crack split right there. Other than that, I got a split right there. Still. This cedar wood doesn't want to act right, does it? It's got a temper. It's got a temper. There's no doubt about it. I'm going to get some Loctite glue and I'm going to fill this in a little bit. Alright, I need to put a hole in it before I forget. I get caught up in all this other stuff and I almost forget to do other things that I need to do before I get any further. You know, that would not be good. Right? This should be the size for the candlestick. Should be. I'm sure that's hot. right, that's nice. It's very nice. Yeah? I think so. I think that's pretty good. I thoroughly enjoy it. I tell you what, it's getting hot out here though. I'm sweating. I'm sweating to death. Let's see what the heat is. It's not as hot as it was 2 weeks ago. 94. Can you see it? Oh, I can't see it in my camera. I think y'all can see it. It's 94. 94.2. And I am sweating. So I'm going to take a break and get some water. I'm thirsty. I ate a couple slices of pizza. And I'm thirsty now. You know, whenever you eat something salty, the best thing to do is drink a bunch of water so you can flush out that salt out your system as quickly as possible before it gets in your tissues. Yeah? Especially if you have heart problems. Anyway, we'll be back. I hope y'all are enjoying this video as much as I enjoy wood turning. Alright, let me see if I can't shape it different than that. I don't like that. I don't know what I was thinking. I reckon I'm concerned because I don't know where it starts the hole. And I don't want to go through. Alright, that's good enough for now. I can try to fool with it later after I get something going over here. Now what I need to do now is draw some lines. Alright, I'm not going to tell you how upset I am right now. I cannot find my measuring tape anywhere. So what I'm going to do is move forward. And we're going to make a line going around it an inch apart all the way down this shaft. Right? I knew y'all'd agree with me. This pencil does not have a point to it at all. Right? One. Because in order to do our barley twist, we have to be able to make like a graph on it. Okay. Oh, what's up here? Okay. Now what I need to do if I have three, if I do just three, Let's say this a point. Let's just say that's a point. Let me see something. I'm not sure how to go about this at the moment. I'm not mathematical. It's almost 2 inches. Round. I'm not sure the circumference of this. Alright, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to take... I can't find my regular tape neither. I can't find anything today. I just don't know what's going on. Just one of them weird days. Being all stupid. Okay, this needs to go out of the way. This is in the way right now. Alright, we're going to try this out. I don't know how well it's going to work. I have no idea. It may not work well, and I'm going to have lots of trouble because I don't necessarily have the tools that I need to do what I need to do. But I want to see how to do. All right, we got it going. It's taken me a long time to sand. There's still some areas I really need to work on. It's hard to get into, especially down in places like down in here and stuff like that. I don't know what I'm going to use. I don't know if I can get it or not. And see, when I'm sanding these areas, especially right in here, I have to use one finger. My longest finger is my middle finger. I think that's with everybody, okay? So I have to get up in here and hold it with my middle finger to get it up in here, and so that I can sand these areas. That's how difficult it really is. That's the only thing that I know to do, and I got to be careful not to break them neither. The cedar wood is soft wood, like I said before, and because it is soft, it can break, it can snap. Now that crack runs across here, all straight down. So a couple of them early on, I didn't break them, but they snapped early on. Well, they didn't snap all the way, they were loose. So I knew I had to put some Loctite glue on them. So that's what I did right there. So anyway, yeah, it's very difficult to get up in these little areas. And that's the only thing that I know to do. So it starts to want to move when I'm doing that, so I got to be careful. Alright, I just want to share that with you because of the difficulty of sanding this. And when I put the sanding sealer on, I'm going to have to sand that. I can sand it lightly, but still I'm going to have to sand that also. So it's going to be a long process. Alright, I tried to put the stain on there, and I used an old glove, and I forgot that it still had some dried up Gorilla Clear glue on there, and that's why I was getting chunks of pieces on there. And I'm like, what is this? And the reason why I was using an old glove is because I ran out of gloves. And I don't feel like going to the store right now, so that was a waste of time. Then I need to get it off, so I had to get the mineral spirits off. Put mineral spirits on a rag and wipe it all off best I could. So I'm not sure how I want to go about this. I reckon what I'll do at this point is paint it black after all. But before we do, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off and be done with it. And then we'll paint it black, because I don't think I want it this color. And there's too many areas where it's discolored and it doesn't look good. So that's what I'm going to do. And it's going to be hard to paint it black because it's how all these little crevices and areas, and I don't want to spray it where it puddles. So I got to be extremely careful with that also. And I got to hope when I cut it off, it doesn't break. Right? Everyone, I have a finish. I was trying to get this where we can see it real good. What do you think? This is I really need something else. Anyway, I just needed a background to be light so you can see it. Isn't that beautiful? So tell me how y'all been doing. I hope y'all been doing well. I'm doing good. It's been awesome. It's been an awesome week. I had to do this. Well, I didn't have to do this. I wanted to do this, and the longest part of it all was the sanding part. It took the longest to do. It took a long time to do. It didn't take, and in between time I have other things I got to do in life. But anyway, I wanted to stain it, and I tried to stain it, and it just would not do right. After I put sanding sealer on there, and the sanding sealer just, I don't know what happened. I sanded it lightly like you're supposed to do, And then I went to put the stain on there, and what had happened is I had one glove left, and it was a used glove, and I forgot that it had dried up Gorilla Clear glue on there. So when I started rubbing the rag on there with that glove on, pieces of gelled Gorilla Clear glue would get on the piece, on this candlestick holder. And at first I'm like, what in the world is that? And then it dawned on me what happened, and I'm like, I can't believe I did that. That was dumb. I should have just gone up to the store and got some more gloves. And I got to get some more gloves anyway, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, I've seen the Barley Twist. It's called the Barley Twist. If you didn't know it by now, if you didn't hear me say it in the video, I've seen it before, but I didn't think about ever doing it because it looked a little complicated. And most of the time I would prefer to turn most all of my art on the lathe. But sometimes in order to create certain shapes and patterns and stuff, you have to take it off the lathe and use a table saw. I mean, not a table saw, a bandsaw, or the Dremel, or something else, you know, maybe a router or something. But it wasn't too bad. It just took a lot of sanding to do. You know, I would prefer majority of the time to wood turn, like I said. But anyway, I love it. It's beautiful. I decided to color it black. Had to go ahead and, you know, cover up all those flaws and everything with the... I took some mineral... Before I did that, I took some mineral spirits and I cleaned it all off best I could. And I was just a little frustrated about that, but I got it. And so I decided, well, I'll just color it black. I can cover up any kind of flaws, anything there that's discolored and doesn't look great. So it turned out beautiful. Turned out gorgeous, and it's pretty sturdy too, considering that it's tan cedar wood. Now these are not 100% the same size, but they're pretty close. Whoa, I can't believe I did that. Pretty close. I love it. What do y'all think? I hope you like it. I like it. I think it's pretty unique and cool. What I need to do is make 2 candlestick holders. Now, I don't know if I want to do 2 of the Barley Twists right now. I'd rather do something simpler. See if I cannot make matching candlestick holders. I think that would be pretty awesome. What do you think? But anyway, I hope y'all are doing well. And y'all are smiling out there. Smiling. Woo! I'm smiling. I'm getting better, so I'm smiling. I'm so happy. I tell you what, I feel really much better. I'm still tired some, but that's normal. You know, that's normal this time of night. And, you know, I'm still on antibiotics. So, anyway, enough about me. I don't want to talk about me. Anyway, I'm glad I got it finished. Turned out beautiful. I did not paint the bottom. Maybe I should. What do you think? I should sign my name to stuff, to everything, and I'm not doing it all the time. But anyway, I hope y'all like it. I really do. And I thank you so much for coming to my channel and sharing smiles with me and your encouragement in my life. And when I go forward to making an art piece, thank you so much. I think about, you know, the things y'all say to me. So thank you so much. And I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful next week. I do not know when this video is going to go out. I still have to put it together. So it might be by the end of this weekend. It might be the beginning of next week. We'll find out when I put it out, right? All right. Anyway, y'all take care of yourselves. Take care of your loved ones. And we will see you next time. That's right. We will see you next time. Bye-bye. Let's light her up. All right. That beeswax candle smells so good. And this is natural. It doesn't leave harmful chemicals in the air when you burn it in your house like the other candles do. Isn't that great? Let's bring it over here a moment. Let me see. Okay. Let me turn out light. I love lighting candles. They're beautiful. Huh? Baby.
That it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. The time to hesitate is through. No time to wallow in the mire. Try now, we can only lose, and our love become a funeral pyre. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. The time to hesitate is through. No time to wallow in the mire. Try now, we can only lose, and our love become a funeral pyre. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire.